Hey Artistic Fold, this is Brian from Underfold Comics. Not too long ago, I found a note in one of my journals where I had listed my life goals. One of those goals was to work on books, graphic novels, and comics for a living. I'd written out a nice salary that I wanted to make from comics. I then had a secondary goal to have a successful book franchise. I then went on to describe successful as award-winning, money-making, and speaking engagement-inducing. I only vaguely remember writing these, but even now, they seem a bit lofty. Not that it can't be done, but the fact is that I don't have any of those things. I still have my day job, no one's asking me to speak, and I haven't received any awards. Art is a hard line of work. Many people will tell you this. I've listened to authors who have told me how hard it is. I've seen salary numbers of some of my favorite authors. It can get really depressing, especially if you're doing all the work and not really seeing the benefits. Hard work and disappointing results can be incredibly disheartening. You can feel like all you want to do is give up, that maybe you're not good enough to be great, that maybe you should put your toys away and grow up. I've been there. Heck, just last month I was there. This is a real problem for every artist that I know, but there is a way to get out of the disappointment funk. In these times, I found that the most important thing to do is to remember why you started. What was it about art that made you start making your own? What was the original idea? I mean, let's go way back to when you were a kid. Or if you are a kid, remember this for later. Was it coloring with crayons? Was it scribbling? Or was it a great book? Was it a great movie? Was it that one time you told your family a story and they all laughed? The way I fight feeling discouraged is to look back at my earliest kept drawings. I flip through my old sketchbook. I'll bet there's something in your scraps and notes that you love. I look back at some of my worst jokes and I laugh. And then I write more bad jokes. Jokes that are just for me. Puns, dad jokes, fart jokes, and then I just leave them in there in the back of the journal. Some people sketch their favorite characters, others break form altogether and write a poem. The key is to take yourself out of the hard place that you're in and work on something that's just for fun. In the end, that's what I love about what I do. It's fun. I write jokes and I tell stories and draw stuff that I want to read. But every time I start to feel like my drawings aren't good enough or that I need better pencils or artists ask me if I use a certain tool and I have no idea what they're talking about, I just try to remember that it's not about all of that. Tools and techniques are secondary to my passion for the craft. You have to love it. There's something in art that brought you here today. Something about writing or painting or drawing or whatever that brought you to this video. Maybe you're among the countless numbers of people that used to love art. Maybe someone told you weren't good enough, that your art was terrible, or that your writing was bad. If you're on the verge of giving up your dreams, I'm here to tell you to wait. If you've given up on them already, I want to encourage you to pick it back up. You've started with a passion, a love for the art form of your choice. Do you still love it? I bet you do. Rediscover your love for art. Pick up a crayon and scribble with your friends. Ignore the lines. Pick up your favorite movie or read your favorite book. Write some seriously stupid jokes, like I do. Remember why you started making art, and then do a little bit of work that's just for you. Ignore the rules and regulations of whatever art form you've chosen. They will all still be there when you get back. But for the time being, just have some fun. Take a vacation from what you know and try something new. Try something old. Don't expect it to be good. Just expect the journey to be fun. And once you've rediscovered your love for art, you'll be back at the place where you're willing to start again. You'll be able to look at your work with fresh eyes, and likely you'll have learned something. And then, as you work on whatever it is, just set aside time as you go to work on fun projects that aren't marketable, stuff that's just for you. Because in the end, it's all about your love for art.